Alright guys, welcome back to another Shopify store review. My name's Brendan from Team PageFly, and we're doing the same thing as we do every week. We take a Shopify store, we review it, so you can kind of emulate some of the great things they do to get conversions, and you can also avoid some mistakes that some of these stores make. Now, no store is perfect. Everyone has different techniques to convert, and everyone's going for a different feel with their online store and their brand. So take that into account, and anything that you can emulate with this store to find more success and get more sales, you should definitely implement. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want more great content, and leave a like, leave a comment, and enjoy the video. Now, finding this store is as simple as just typing in coconutbowls.com into your browser, but I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys want to check it out. Now, as I said, it's one of 2 Shopify Plus stores in Vietnam, so that means they're running some big numbers if there was Shopify Plus. So let's go through it quickly. We'll go to the homepage, we'll go to the product page and a few other pages to see how good the content is and how good the design elements are, and if it is worth emulating for your own store. So straight off the bat, the logo is not the most important thing, but this one's all right. I'd like to see it just look a little bit more clean and dynamic and a bit more relative to the brand. But like I said, it doesn't matter. You can make a basic logo in Canva. Just don't be paying $200 or $300 for a logo when you're starting out in e-commerce. Anyway, so the first thing that obviously catches your eye here is the hero image of the coconut bowls, and then we have the heading text over it, and then we've got the bright call to action that contrasts nicely from the image. Now, the only thing is this text is a little bit, it could contrast better behind the lighter part of this coconut bowl right here. But again, like I said, not a big issue. Now, what I really like are these unique guarantees here. Now, a lot more stores are starting to do this. If you've got guarantees and credibility factors that people need to take into account, then laying them out like this with custom graphics is a really cool way to do that, because people can instantly scan it and read it and get a gist and a feel of your brand without you having to bombard them with big long snippets of text. So this is really good, and these are actually interactive, so they're clickable. So if you want to learn more about the shipping or about reducing waste, you can click on it. It'll redirect you to a page with more information on that. Now, going further down, we've got the collections here: coconut bowls and accessories, some really nice images. And then we have the best sellers. And then further down is another feature that I really like and is very noticeable. As I hover over it, you can actually see the GIF. Gives you more of a dynamic view. So it's a static image when you're not moused over it, but when you mouse over, it either shows the product in use with an image or a GIF, which is really cool. It's just a really nice touch. And then we go further down, we've got some more products from the collection. We've got some recipes from their blog. And then we have some partnership options if you want to wholesale them. And then some really cool Instagram photos just showing the product in use. And I always say this, you'll see this in my other videos, it's really important not just to upload photos of your product. You really want to show it in use and show how it can benefit the customer's life, essentially. And then we go further down and we've got all these badges for the charities that they're involved with or they're partnered with. And this is really important. If you're in the sustainability niche, or you have a unique selling proposition that allows you to give back to a certain cause, then you really want to showcase this on your site, because it's a big reason for people to come to your site and choose you over the competition, because you've got this extremely empathetic and unique selling proposition. Now, the magic does happen on the product page at the end of the day. So let's go to the bestseller here, the coconut combo, and see what we can kind of divulge from this. All right, it's pretty quick to load. So I'm just going to trust that the page speed is decent, because my Wi-Fi isn't the strongest, so I'm happy with that load speed. So again, let's go from top to bottom. Nice strong image with other images below of the product in use. Some close-ups are nice and crisp in HD. That looks pretty good with that yogurt flowing out of the bowl. But first thing I would notice here is obviously the price, and then the option for Afterpay. Really great if you want to increase conversions, give people more choice when it comes to payments. And then you've got the Cocoa Combo. So it's obviously a set with 2 bowls and 2 spoons and 2 forks. So it's going to be great for households and families and couples. And we actually have 2 calls to action here. Now, if you're drop shipping and you're starting with a 1 product store, I would actually recommend you remove the add to cart and just use a buy it now button, or use an add to cart that redirects straight to your cart. Because with a one product store, you really are just trying to sell one product, and you want it to direct to the cart straight away or the checkout page, so that it makes that process of purchasing much easier for them. But with a store like this with multiple products, it's cool to have two calls to action. It's absolutely fine. But what I would do is I would highlight one of them to be permanently a different color, just to create a bit more clarity around, which action the person wants to take. And now directly underneath, we have a little incentive. So with every purchase, you actually get a free ebook, which has recipes and stuff. It's a really good way to increase your conversions. People sometimes only need a really small incentive to, hop over the fence that they're sitting on and actually make the purchase. And something like a free ebook or another free item that doesn't cost you a lot of money to add on to the order can really help increase conversions. So keep that in mind, guys. And then we have a few points here and bullet points. It's always my preferred way to do product descriptions. And then further down, this is the most noticeable part that needs work, in my opinion. Now, this is actually a accordion element that expands to have more great content. So you've got like more benefits in here, and you've got more great content around the process. Like this right here is just an image, but it says so much, and it basically sums up their whole kind of brand, their brand and the process that goes into making these, from the fresh coconut to a bowl that's ready to be delivered. But this accordion needs a little bit of padding on the left hand side, just to either center it or take it away from the edge of the screen, because it's kind of a little bit, it doesn't look so clean and polished right now. Now, this isn't a massive issue because this site's obviously converting really well, 577 reviews, but it's little touches like that that add to the credibility of your site. So that's what I would do. Add a little bit more padding to the left to move this text over to the right, and maybe make this a little bit more noticeable. Maybe change the shading here so it pops out a bit, so people actually know these are expandable sections. It's all about clarity when it comes to e-commerce. You want to make everything as easy as possible for your customer. Now, further down, we've got testimonials, always a good idea. Social proof beats any other kind of content, definitely beats branded content. And then we have some, again, really, really nice images of the product in use. So this is from their Instagram. If you want to connect your Instagram to your product page like this, you can use PageFly. We've got a widget that allows you to drag and drop your Instagram profile anywhere on your page, so you can showcase beautiful images like this. Now, if you're like selling avocados, you don't want to just be posting photos of avocados. You want to show like the guacamole. You want to show people eating burritos with, guac, and showing the end process and how they can benefit from buying your product. So always keep that in mind. They've done a really good job here, because these photos, like, they look delicious. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely eat that. Anyway, going further down, now we have the reviews. So, of course, you know by now, if you don't and you're new to e-commerce or drop shipping or whatever, you got to get yourself some reviews. So this is actually Yotpo, the app that they're using. I know because if I go to view page source, I can actually see the app they're using. Now, I personally use Looks in my app because it allows people to upload photos, and I find photo reviews to be way more effective. So if I was them, I would probably do that. I would import all these reviews to Looks, and then I would start urging people to leave photos, because this is something that's really visual. And if you could get people to actually make meals and put them in the bowls and then snap photos of them, photos of the bowls or themselves enjoying it, it would make this way, way punchier and way more attractive to people who are thinking about buying them. Again, small changes that can make a difference. So those are the only changes I would make to the product page. Honestly, I would remove one of these if I was running a single product store or a drop shipping store. If not, I would change the color of one of them just to make the actions a bit more clear. I would also edit the padding on this, and I would add some photo reviews or switch to an app that allows for photo reviews. So we've got a lot of more great content in the footer here. Now, this is important for a brand like this, because when it comes to sustainability, rather, you really need to let people know the story behind the brand. So if we go to About Us, there is really not much here. So you've only got 4 lines of content, really. And I would really like to see more here, and some photos and some information about the person or the people who founded the brand. So if we go down here, there's actually some amazing content about the charity work that they do behind the brand, the workshops, and you can really see how it impacts the environment and how it gives opportunities to people, the workers in Vietnam who are actually making the bowls, like the artisans and stuff. So if we go to behind the brand, I'll show you exactly what I mean. You can see the whole team here. It's a family-run business, founded by this guy right here, actually. And I think he's mentioned briefly here, but the point I'm trying to make is that all this content about the process is really good, but it would be even better to see a little bit of content about this man right here, who started it and why. It doesn't have to be a lot, but a few photos and a few personal words from the founder can go a long way, especially for a company like this that is really intimate and are really trying to connect with people through the love of, sustainability. So that is essentially it, guys. If you want to check this out, there is honestly some really good products on this site and some really good content down in the footer. And overall, there's not much that can be improved here. Like I said, it's only one of two Shopify Plus stores in Vietnam, and it looks like they're killing it already, guys. But most of the time, I've got a lot more criticisms of these stores. But if you guys want to emulate some really good practices, check the store out. I can guarantee you that they're doing a lot of things right. So again, like I always say in every video, guys, if you want to make product pages like this or home pages or blog pages or any pages that are dynamic and full of rich content and allow you to break away from the limitations of your Shopify theme, download PageFly, give it a crack. You can get on a 14-day free trial and you can start making pages like this. We've got a slew of features that can let you do all this stuff super easy, super simple. You just drag and drop. Check it out. And if you want to read the article review for this video, click the link in the description. Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.